Hey YouTube, Cross here, bringing you some fresh footage from the land of the technical test servers. A lot of you might not have access to the test servers, especially on the console side of things, so I wanted to bring you some clips where I test some of the major pointers in the patch notes released recently. First, let's get the ACOG news out of the way. No, Ashe is not losing her ACOG sides. The operators that are losing ACOGs are Jaeger and Bandit. To clear things further, the patch notes had mentioned that the ACOGs in the defense lineup will be given to the heavily armored ops, but Kapkan, Lorchanka, and Mira are not getting ACOGs. Now that that's out of the way, let's test some bug fixes and lighting changes being introduced in Year 2 Season 3. Before we get into the lighting changes and some of the other fixes, I just wanted to show you the barbed wire nerf. It now takes 2 hits to the barbed wire instead of 3, as you can see here.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds and counting.
It's also really cool of Ubisoft and the Rainbow Six devs to include this in the new map, honoring one of the fallen Rainbow Six Siege players who went by the name of Boston Bear Zhu. And yeah, they erected this arcade, and a really heartfelt message shows up on the screen when you look at it. It says, "Keep playing forever. Rest in peace, my men." Threw a concussion mine somewhere down here. Ah, there it is. It's pretty well hidden. How far can Ella throw her? Ooh, I really like it when when you pull out the gadget and it kind of foams up. The sticky goo part foams up. It's pretty cool. I believe the distance that she can throw is, yeah, about 15 meters. It's pretty far. Now, one thing that you might not know about Ella that I found really cool was you can equip a laser on her pistol, and when I switched to the pistol, it was a green laser instead of the standard red laser. How many of you playing Sledge have been screwed over in the past where the wall you've tried to breach hammer doesn't open properly, or have tried to open up the floor by hitting it 3 or 4 times just to get C4 from the bottom? Yep, me too. But what if that was the thing of the past? Let's test it out. Has this floor really been shiny in the past? Ubisoft must have hired a janitor for Blood Orchid. Oh, and I should mention here that I'm running the graphics on very high with bloom and lens flare on. The only reason I've had it off in the past was because it was impossible to peek outside with the graphics settings on, but with the new patch I'll likely have it on so that the game looks great for your viewing pleasure. Suffice to say that the breaching hammer is now very effective in making holes to create line of sight and vertical gameplay. Let's try some walls. Now you'll notice that I'm backing away a little bit as the hammer strikes. That's because in the past this wouldn't create a breach hole, but it would only partially damage the wall. Looks like that's fixed too. Another neat little addition to this new season is that you can deploy 2 drones. Throwing out a second drone is not going to destroy your first drone like it did in the past. As long as both of your drones are alive, you'll be able to switch between them just like you were able to do it with Twitch's shock drone. Now let's go ahead and test the accuracy of L85 with the ACOG on. Well, it looks like most shots are accurate, but there are some bullets that stray off the point of the ACOG. So I don't see it as 100% fixed, but it definitely seems better.
The area. Keep the bombs protected.
If you were one of the people that was annoyed by this glass not breaking in the previous patch, well, you can rejoice, because now it is totally breakable. Let's go ahead and look at the lighting improvements now. As you can see, peeking outside is not disadvantageous to the person without an ACOG anymore. You can peek with a reflex, you can peek with a pistol, and you'll be able to see very clearly. We're not looking out into the god's asshole anymore, people.
10 seconds to insertion.
Here's another example where we're in cafe during the day. The overall quality of lighting in this patch is just insanely good. I think Ubisoft has finally nailed it. Let's look at a couple of other maps where the lighting in the past has been just really troublesome. Border is one of those maps where the workshop isn't comfortable to play in due to the bloom effect as well as the dust that is created from destruction that makes it an undesirable objective site. I ended up bringing Fuse with breaching charges to ensure maximum destructibility to see really how the lighting changes improved this site. Overall, I'm very pleased with the results. Another nuisance spot is the server room in Bank. Let's go check that spot out. The mist that persists in the server room itself makes it really difficult for the attackers to attack the bomb site A from the tunnels. But seeing the improvement on this site as well as the couple of other examples that I showed you, I think Ubisoft has finally figured out the lighting situation for the best. Now the last thing that I want to show you before I end the video is the smoke upgrade this game has gotten. Smoke grenades and Capitao smoke bolts are now very useful. Check it out for yourself. The line of sight is now completely denied by one smoke bolt or one smoke grenade. Since the smoke is going to be consistent throughout different clients' perspective, the attackers are going to gain an advantage and create situations to get the plant off successfully without being shot at. This is how smoke grenades were supposed to work, and I'm so glad that Ubisoft just nailed it. Oh, and one more thing. The next thing that I'm going to show you is the exact reason why Bartlett University will never, ever be a competitive map. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your grandma, your aunt, and your dog. And let me know what you think of the patch notes. Let's discuss in the comments below. Until next time, spread the love.